For fans of the Canon mirrorless ecosystem, particularly in the APS-C crop sensor domain, the long-anticipated EOS R7 Mark II has become something of a hot topic. What once seemed an incremental update to the existing EOS R7 is now shaping up to be a more ambitious leap, one that could reshape Canon's strategy in the high-performance crop sensor segment. After months, if not years, of leaks, rumors, speculation, and shifting timelines, we now have a more coherent picture of what the R7 Mark II might deliver, and when. Below we unpack what is confirmed, or at least appears well substantiated, what remains uncertain, and what this could mean for photographers, videographers, wildlife shooters, content creators, and Canon's wider lineup. What we know, or strongly believe, about the R7 Mark II. While Canon has not officially announced the product, as of October 12, 2025, the leak/train of rumor cycle has matured to the point where multiple sources echo very similar specification outlines. On that basis, here's a breakdown of what appears very plausible. The headline upgrade is the move to a 32 to 33 MP stacked CMOS sensor in the APS-C format. This stacked architecture is important. By layering the sensor structure, including memory and readout electronics, behind the photodiode array, data can be transferred much faster, greatly reducing readout time and the dreaded rolling shutter effect, a major issue when filming fast motion, birds in flight, sports, etc. The faster readout also better supports high frame rate bursts and high-speed video capture. The adoption of a stacked sensor design in the APS-C space marks a significant step for Canon's crop system, aligning it closer to what full-frame shooters expect in terms of performance. Another key rumor: Canon may shift the R7 Mark II to rely more on electronic shutter, or even remove the mechanical shutter altogether. Some leaks suggest a hybrid shutter mechanism. Choose electronic for ultra-fast bursts and silent operation, mechanical for flash sync and reliability in tricky lighting. This is a bold move in the APS-C mirrorless market. While many cameras already allow full electronic shutter, a full transition or near full transition would mark a strong push into high-end hybrid photography/filmmaking territory. The downside: many photographers worry about flash sync, banding under artificial light, and rolling shutter again. So Canon is likely choosing conservatively. The video specifications are perhaps the most exciting part of the rumors. The R7 Mark II is tipped to deliver 4K recording at 120 frames per second. For an APS-C camera at this level, that's a significant leap, especially if it does so with minimal crop and at 10-bit 4:2:2 internal recording, as some leaks indicate. Some insiders even suggest partial 6K, or oversampled 6K 4K output, might be included. That gives the camera excellent flexibility for slow-motion wildlife, sports, cinematic B-roll, hybrid creators, and even semi-professional video work. Achieving this without severe overheating or compromised performance is challenging, and that may be why the product has been delayed or matured more slowly than expected. Related to the video specs, the rumors suggest Canon is putting greater emphasis on improved thermal dissipation and heat management in the R7 Mark II. Leaks mention internal heat pipes, revised heatsink layouts, possibly even a small internal fan or passive vents to keep videos longer and more stable. This makes sense. High frame rate 4K 120 or 6K oversampled capture places heavy demands on sensor, processor, and internal cooling. If Canon wants this camera to perform under real-world shooting conditions, wildlife, sports, long takes, better thermal performance is essential. The R7 Mark II is also rumored to significantly upgrade autofocus (AF) capability. In particular, the integration of machine learning or AI-driven subject detection and tracking. That might mean better detection of birds, animals, vehicles, specific gestures, even more nuanced subject categories than current models. Canon has already built strength in its dual-pixel AF system. The next step appears to be onboard compute for more intelligent tracking. For wildlife and sports shooters, this is a big deal. The difference between good and great tracking is real. For stills photographers, especially in telephoto or macro use, IBIS is central. The R7 Mark II is rumored to deliver up to 8.5 stops of stabilization, versus perhaps 7 or so in previous models. That extra 1.5 stops might not seem huge, but in challenging light or with long lenses, it can make a real difference. Build-wise, the new body may borrow design cues from Canon's R5 series,